Doing great. This is not a compounding video. And this is also not a strategy video. In this video, we will copy trades and signals from Pocket Option. As you can see on our right side, we will copy the signals of lower time frame trades provided by Pocket Option. For those who are new here and want to join us to make a good profit, you can text us on Telegram. The link is in the description, or text us on @bbinary support. First, we will select an asset. As you can see, I have $100 in my account and I will only put 5% of my capital per trade. So first we will select an asset. So for American, we have a trade. I selected American Express OTC and there was a trade for 1 minute. I believe this was a downside trade, so I will copy the trade for the downside move. The copy time was 112. This was a good trade and the number of copy times was also significant for this signal. Currently, the trade is in our favor, but we still have 30 seconds left. As you can see, the number of copy times has increased and now it is 137 for the same trade. Let's see how much we can make by the help of Pocket Option signals. Only 2 seconds left and we won our first trade. Now my balance has increased to $104. Okay, let's find another trade. As I can see, we have a second trade for 1 minute and 35 seconds. This is the only trade we have for the lower time frame. I selected this trade and it was an upside trade that I copied. The trade is not currently in our favor, but we still have 1 minute and 15 seconds left. As you can see, the copy time has increased to 89 for the same trade. Now it has increased to 127 for the same trade, but the trade is still not in our favor. We still have 45 seconds left. Alright, the trade is still not in our favor. We have another trade, and the copy time is at 133 and now 149. I mistakenly copied another trade for 15 minutes. No problem, I copied the trade again, and this was for 28 seconds. The copy time was at 141 and then 145. This was a downside trade. The trade is currently in our favor, but we still have 10 seconds left. Only a few seconds left and we won our next trade. Now let's find another trade. Here we have a trade for 1 minute and 40 seconds, but for 2 minutes and 46 seconds, the number of copy times was greater than for 1 minute and 31 seconds time frame trade. So I copied a trade of 2 minutes and 40 seconds for an upside move. This was an upside trade. Currently, the trade is not in our favor, but we still have 1 minute and 55 seconds left. Okay, I copied another trade for 10 seconds for the downside move because the number of times had increased. And we won it. Only 40 seconds left and the trade is in our favor right now. As you can see, the number of times for the trade we already took has increased to 183. Only a few seconds left and we won another trade. Now my balance has increased to $107. We have almost gained a 7.5% ROI. Let's take another trade. Let's copy another signal that has a high copy time. Here we have a trade and I copied the signal for this. It was a 40-second trade, a 45-second trade, and the other copy time was 326. This was a downside trade. Currently, the trade is not in our favor, but we still have 20 seconds left. Okay, it's coming back and going in our favor. We won another trade. Now my balance has increased to $112. Let's find another trade for the lower time frame. Here we have a trade for 20 seconds. I copied the trade, and the copy time was also 99. The trade is in our favor. This was an upside trade. And only a few seconds are left. And we won. So we won another trade. Let's find another trade for the lower time frame. As you can see, I have already gained a 17.72% ROI. There were no trades available on this asset for the lower time frame. You can also make money from these signals provided by Pocket Option. As you can see, there are 9 minutes left and the trade is currently in our favor. Before moving on to the next trade, for those who want to join us, the link is in the description. You can also text us on Telegram at @bbinary support or enroll my course by visiting binarytradingexpert.com. Let's change assets because there are no trades available for the lower time frame on this asset. I selected Boeing Company OTC. There was a trade for 1 minute and 31 seconds, and I copied it because the copy time was also good at 169 times. This was a 1 minute and 24 seconds trade. Currently, the trade is in our favor, but we still have 1 minute left. As you can see, the number of copy times for the same trade has increased to 280 times. The trade is currently in our favor. With only 5 seconds left, it's a win. We won another trade. Now my balance is $123. We've gained almost 23% ROI. Let's go back to American Express OTC. As you can see, our 15-minute trade is currently not in our favor, but we still have 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. Let's wait for this trade to close. The trade is not in our favor right now with only 14 seconds left. By just 1 or 2 points we lost this trade. No problem, we've already gained a 23% ROI. Let's take another trade. I copied a trade of 9 seconds. I copied the signal for this 9-second upside trade and it's currently in our favor. And it's a win. We won another trade. Now our balance is $128. I see there's another trade with a huge copy time. This was a 55-second trade and I copied it. This was an upside trade, but it is currently not in our favor. Okay, the trade was initially in our favor, but now it's not. With only a few seconds left, we lost another trade. No problem. Let's find another trade. I'm still at a profit of 22% ROI. Here we have a trade with a good number of times 90 and this was a 22-second downside move. I copied it and the trade is currently in our favor. With only a few seconds left, we won. Let's take another trade. Here we have a signal for a 15-second trade which I copied. This was an upside trade for 10 seconds and the trade is currently in our favor. And we won. Now my balance is $133. Now we have another trade for 19 seconds and the copy time is 77. This was an upside trade. It was not in our favor initially, but we still have 5 seconds left. It came back and went in our favor and we won. Now my balance is $140. Here we have a trade for 24 seconds. And the copy time is a good 634. This was an upside trade. Exactly when I placed the trade, it was going in our favor. The copy time is also good at 642. With only a few seconds left, it's a win. We won another trade. I copied one more trade. This was a 23-second trade with a copy time of 112. Currently, this trade is in our favor. However, now it has come back, and the trade is not going in our favor. We might lose it. Here we have a trade. The copy time is 236, and this is a 50-second trade. I copied it as an upside trade. The trade was going in our favor, but we still had 35 seconds left. With only a few seconds remaining, I won our last trade. Now my balance has increased to $145.56. I've almost gained 45% ROI. You can also make good money using this method with pocket option signals. You can copy the signals just like I do and make a significant profit in just a few minutes. As you can see, I made $45 from a $100 investment, almost 45%, just $5 short of 50%. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you learned something about pocket option signals, including how to take them and which time frames and trades to focus on, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts on these trades in the comments. And remember, don't put a high risk on these signals. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Goodbye.